With WorkingPoint invoicing, you can create professional invoices for your goods and services, track customer sales history, receive payments, and manage your accounts receivable. We've even got a handy dashboard widget that shows you who's overdue, so you can follow up quickly and get paid. You can create an invoice from several places in the application: the Invoices list, the Contacts detail page, and from here in the Add panel on the dashboard. WorkingPoint Page Level Help gives you insight and tips on how to complete the page, but I'll quickly show you how easy it is to create an invoice. If you're a new business, WorkingPoint invoicing is a snap. There's no setup required, so you can start creating and sending invoices immediately. From customers to items, from tax rates to discounts, everything you need is accessible on the invoice form. Let's create an invoice. First, let's select a customer. If your customer isn't in your contacts list already, you can add them here. To select an existing contact, start typing in the lookup field, and WorkingPoint filters the list and suggests matching contacts. Here is Julia Bennett. The billing information that is stored in her contact record displays. Next, fill out the invoice document information. The invoice number automatically displays the next number in sequence, but it can be changed. The date defaults to today, but you can change that too. The due date is automatically filled in based on the preference set in Settings, but you can change it here as well. Enter an optional PO number if your customer provides one for you. If you're shipping the order, click the Include Shipping Information checkbox and complete the fields. Here, you can use the billing address or specify a new shipping address for the order, and enter shipping charges and package details like tracking numbers, method of shipment used, and the date the package was shipped. If you enter shipping charges, they will be added to the invoice total, so there's no need to enter a separate line item for shipping. This takes care of it. Now it's time to add your items. If the item is new, click New, and you can enter the item details, and the info will be stored in the items list for future use and entered on the invoice for you. If you've already imported your items to the items list, simply select the name of the item from the list, and WorkingPoint will autofill the item information. Since this item tracks inventory, WorkingPoint lets you know how many units are available to sell. All you have to do is enter the quantity of the item you are selling. WorkingPoint also automatically records the cost of goods sold for you, saving you time and hassle. If your sale involves more than 3 items, click Add Line, and WorkingPoint will add a new line for you. WorkingPoint adds up the totals for the invoice and adds applicable sales tax. You can even add a discount by dollar or percent, and WorkingPoint calculates the new invoice totals. Now that the items are all set, you can add any notes you want to send to the customer and specify any terms for the invoice. You can even record a note for yourself or your staff for future reference. Now, all that is left is to click Save. The invoice is ready to be reviewed and sent to the customer. After a quick look over, if you see any issues that need to be corrected, you can quickly edit the invoice and make any changes. When it is good to go, click Send via email to send the customer a copy of the invoice to the email on record for them, or click Print PDF and print the invoice and mail it via snail mail. From the invoice view, you can also copy an invoice to save time and delete it. A couple of other helpful links let you navigate to the contacts record to see their sales history. Click the Payments Received or History and Notes link and jump down to view more details about the invoice. In the Payments Received list, you can view payments and credits applied to the invoice and edit and delete them. The History and Notes list shows you the system notes that are automatically generated about the invoice and any internal notes that you add. As you can see, with WorkingPoint, creating and sending invoices is a breeze.